all about that moment after overcoming challenges and transforming into the person that we want to be, that moment when we can stand tall and say, look at me now. Well, our next guest, I love our audience member went, yes, just now. Our next guest first appeared on our show in February of 2021 for an episode that we called Hushing the Haters. It was an hour dedicated to silencing that harsh voice in our heads, not what other people say to us, what we say to ourselves, and how we beat ourselves up all the time. They call it the inner critic. And for business coach Teras Antoinette Smith, hers was in overdrive. Here's a reminder of what she told us.
I realized that my inner critic was causing me problems as I was coaching other women. And it's telling me that I should not excel in business and in life. I feel as if what I say doesn't matter. My credentials of my life experiences does not equivalent to other people's. I really know my stuff, and I just can't seem to show up for myself.
During our episode, we paired Teras and two other women who were also struggling with their inner critic with imposter syndrome expert Dr. Jennifer Hunt. And she gave them tools to fight back. And now, Tam fam, Teras has done the work and she wants to share where she is now, and she credits it to the appearance and really the reception that she got from the Tam fam. She's saying, look at me now. Welcome back, Teras Antoinette Smith.
Thank you. I'm so blessed to know you.
I am blessed to have you.
Gosh.
Have a seat. Well, you got the jacket memo, jacket, skirt. I love it.
Yes.
So we're now meeting in person. And I always tell people it's a powerful thing when you can feel a way about someone and they not even be in the room. People reacted. Even looking at that clip just now, people felt what you were saying because I think we've all been there where you're just like, I'm not good enough. Everyone is better in this room, or I am not worthy. Mm-hmm. And you have said quite the opposite now, but let's go back to that moment, that critic in your head.
For me, it was that person that was always telling me that I wasn't good enough. I had the experience, I had the know-how, but I just couldn't say it, including introducing myself. I would really shy down. I'm a big personality, but I just couldn't do it because my inner critic says, you don't have the degrees, wow. You don't have the education to go with it, you don't have this, the namesake and all that stuff. So I kind of shied down. Mm-hmm. But the work I've done has always said it, but it just didn't allow me to do it.
You know how many people are right now at home nodding and in this audience what you're saying. It's so true. Mm-hmm. So you say a pivotal moment when you realized that it existed, and then you spent time with Dr. Hunt and you gave it a name. You gave your inner critic a name. Mm-hmm. What was the name?
Ramona Wynn.
Ramona Wynn. Why that name?
I don't know. Ramona Wynn had a husband named David Wade, so that's a whole nother story. I don't know. I just, we all have that inner person. I just had to give her a name. Yeah. Just Ramona Wynn.
Ramona Wynn.
Don't know.
Does she make appearances still, or?
Oh yes, she's manifesting now, so she's changed her whole attitude.
She's changed her whole attitude.
She's changed her attitude.
I love it.
Yeah.
And another tool that you credit with helping you journal, right? Mm-hmm. You started to write down your thoughts, and whenever you're having like a wobbly moment, you read over what you wrote. And you'd never done that before. That's one of the tools that you learned to center yourself?
I did. So one of the things I had to do was I used the journaling to remind myself of who I was. Because once you go down such a dark, deep hole, you kind of forget. I was a wife and a mom, and I gave everything to my family. And so, the inner critic said, keep pushing to the kids, keep pushing to the husband. And then it realized that before it was over, I didn't have any identity for myself. And so I had to literally read of who I was. And I literally spent time journaling, like writing good days, writing bad days, and it just
You're gonna make me cry, because I know how far you've come.
Yeah, it hit me one day. It's like, whoa, I had to really go back and read. Like, I did that.
It sparked a lot of changes in your life, including walking away from an unhappy marriage.
24 years, yes. That's not sounds good. I look great. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that's not. No.
Because I think they heard marriage. You didn't hear me say unhappy marriage. And I heard somebody else go, baby, because they understand that, baby. And so you did that. And then you always had a dream that you wanted to write a book. Well, I have to tell you, our girl didn't write just one book, 2 books written. I love the titles. I love the titles. Dear God, It's Me Again. It's a journal to help women through hysterectomy. Your second one, Grateful Journal for Girls. It helps girls stay positive and reflect on the attitude.
And the reason is because that book was done because at 50 years old, I went through a whole life experience. When I had my first cycle, I went through a life experience. So that's like part 2. You know, going through that phase is not negative. It's a positive. You know, but most people, when I was going through, there was no one that was having any good inspirational. So this one was a good book. It tells me how to prepare for the next phase of life. So it's a good thing. You know, I'm excited that we've gone through that phase. I'm glad. That
Oh my gosh,
it's a great thing.
it.
It's a great thing.
I love it.
Now there's a third book.
There's a third book. You're working on a memoir, and I know you've got a story to tell. I can see it in your eyes, and so much of who you are, your journey is just beautiful, and that you're authentic. But you talk about the show and the Tam fam being such an important part of helping you get to this point. So she has made, I love this, personally made one of these journals for each of you to take home today. So, let me just briefly say, your mini reflection journal, within these pages, you hold the keys to unlocking the extraordinary within the ordinary, the beauty in the everyday, and the wisdom in reflection. I love that, Teras. Thank you so much. I can't wait to have you on for the memoir. We love you. I'm so happy you shared your story. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.